Hello, Ultraviolent 4 here. This is part 8 of Naga Artificer of Chai dot. Alright, let's start it over. Hey everyone. Dear. Okay, so we did vaults 1 to 4 last time. We've got the choice now of going into either depths or finishing off elf. I still don't have a wand of digging in this game, which makes elf a fair bit more difficult because I can't dig kill holes. I don't know. I think I would rather go do elf. Depths is going to be more open, which is a bit scarier to me. Whereas I feel like I have a wand of clouds, I have the silence spell, we have Olgrabs. Yeah, elf 3 should be fine. We have a lot of HP, over 200, and then we've got a lot of MR, 4 points of it. So elf 3 shouldn't be too bad. If it is, I'll just leave. Let's go to elf. What are we training first? Just defensive skills. Yep, fighting, armor, dodging. We'll just get stronger. Try not to die. I like how we've got the last remnants of a song going on here. Slay 6. Okay, to elf. Elf 3. This is a bit of a sneak preview here. Alright, if that's anything to go by. I mean, it's not really. Oh, that's Roxanne, right? Yeah. I'm not gonna mess with her. It's a weapon that's not actually an enemy. That's not what you usually see in elf. You get a magic map. And it looks like the end vault is over here. I don't know if that's a good or a bad one for a Naga. I feel like it's probably, I don't know. This particular end vault plays out a little differently to most, because you see how you got these areas of water. Normally what happens is the elves stand over here on this side, on both sides, and they kind of just shoot range things at you. They summon demons, etc. It's not like the standard elf where all the elves just run out at you. I don't know if it's better or worse for this very slow moving character. I want to say it's better, but yeah, I'm really not sure. We'll have to see how it plays out. We're clearing. I did exit out, right? No, I didn't. I got distracted. Okay, so I want to X that out, and then we'll do the rest of the floor first. I'll hit them with the Olgrabs, and I'll shut the door. How are we going for gold? 225. I've been talking about this for, I feel, probably about 4 episodes now. But if I ever get to 600 gold, we can get some Mana Viper. Are these real? Yeah. It's an odd vault. Demonic crawlers and vampire mosquitoes. Louise has a 0% chance to banish us. So we can very easily just... why don't we put a spy down in front of us? Well, I guess we could also just not. We can reach over the spire. She has an artifact shield. Interesting. Well, it has Aralek on it, but... no. It's... getting Aralek is not at all worth the shield of resistance. Okay. Is that how you thought that would go? Imagine if monsters could close doors. That Orc Knight just realized, actually, screw this. This isn't working. He just shuts the door and walks away. If he walked away, there'd be nothing I could do. Moving at 3 speed. Looks like it is time. I wish I could dig some kill holes, but that's not happening. Shift X Control E removes exclusions, by the way. And I guess we should eat before we go up. Our balanced bread diet. How slow do we move over water? 3.6, wow. Okay. Let's see if we can reveal. Ooh, yeah, okay. Alright, I regret this. Let's make a slouch. And again. Okay. And I regret this. More slouches. The problem is that this lost soul, even if I kill the death mage, is just gonna make more of him. Okay. I thought this layout was gonna be better. It turned out worse. Oh, it hurts. Let's see. My choices here are either more slouches, step from time, or I don't know. Maybe a wand of clouds. We've still got 110 HP, which is still a lot. We certainly can't run. Let's go wand of clouds. And I think the answer as to whether this layout was better or worse has been answered. It was pretty bad. Because it's kind of, we got the worst of both worlds. We had dudes on the sides, but then we had a whole bunch running through the middle at us as well. There's a Blade Master. These guys can't see invis, so if you need to, they become relatively trivial. What am I doing? Oh, I'm casting Spectral over and over again. Whoops, that's the wrong macro. I was trying to do Poison Vapors. So I just wasted a good amount of my mana for no reason. Can I acid this guy? No. Can vape him though. Oh, well that's all grabs. I've got my macros are all confused in my brain right now. I did it again. What's my vape? Vape is S and it's this one. Okay. That's a Hellion. I think that's okay because if we XV the Demonologist, not XV him, we just put it over. It says he's poisoned. I think he's probably going to die very soon. Let's just check vape. It's S. So I ZS. I want to hit him again. Oh, there's another one. So we've got a Titsamel, a Brimstone Fiend, and a Cacodemon. 2 of those are Tormentors, but I'm pretty sure he's about to go down. Famous last words. Hit him with Poison Vape again. Okay, there we go, good. Alright, that's not ever a screen you want to see. 2 Tormentors at once. Or any Tormentors at all is not what you want to see. I don't think I got mutated. No, they're the ones I already had. I should not ever be stepping back like that, especially against these priests can Hellfire. So in the one tile that I step back, even though I blocked line of sight to this Elementalist, I could have taken 3 Hellfires from that guy in that short amount of time. He's the one as well that I would like to hit. I keep doing it with Poison Vapors as well. Put down a new Spire. And I'll do a regen. Good, ticked out. You gotta be so careful moving when you're Che, and even more so when you're a Naga of Che. There are a lot of times in this game where I've just done silly moves and not been punished for it. I feel like this shouldn't happen. So I tried to use poisonous vapors on him, and it won't let me because it's like it won't even let me at all use it because it won't do any harm to him. But then if we XV him, X, or we just do X, you can see we didn't actually know that his shiny chainmail must be our poison, but it's kind of like a spoiler. Surely we should try to use the vapors and then be told it doesn't work. But yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so I guess we do our hand crossbow. What was an artifact spear, I think? Maybe? Okay, so maybe his spear had our poison. But in any case, we should not have known that. It's kind of an interesting interaction. Good. What did we pick up? Oh, nothing. Okay, a ring. It has slow on it. RC, RN, strength -4, strength plus. No, thank you. That's probably most of the elves then. Quite often you'll still get them as you walk into this bit, because they just end up sitting out there for this fort. So I've got a Master Archer and a Blade Master, both of which are pretty bad. I have only one invis. I think I'd rather keep it. I can just put down a spire between me and the Blade Master, and then keep applying it. Every time he kills it, I'll just put a new one down, and I'll just poison him from range, is the plan. What a spell. And again. And again. There's really not much you can do about that. It's super fair and balanced. Artifact gloves. Dex +4. Nah. Ring of Wizardry? Nah. Well, we could use it with this newly found Book of Annihilations. No. Book of Geomancy. How free is Pass Wall? Probably not very. We'd have to train for it. No. Actually might be worth it. Pass Wall actually. Considering we still haven't found digging. So it's kind of like a pseudo bleak digging. And when I say kind of, I mean kind of. It's not really, but manual bows. Yeah, we'll drop that. Let's see what's on the outside. So nothing too exciting here. Maybe Pass Wall. Let's pick up the Book of Geomancy and we'll think about it. There's another Master Archer. Same thing. He pretty much can't do anything if I just put spires in front of him and then poison him. I don't know why I find that so funny, but it is for some reason. Book of Changes, that has things we don't want. It's a transmutations starting book. I picked up other stuff. I'm carrying this scarf. That's also repulsion. Interesting that when you have one scarf of repulsion, you don't recognize others. I guess that's how cloak works too, and it's based around a cloak, so it kind of makes sense. This one is Spirit Shield. No. I mean, so having Guardian Spirit is like having 40 extra magic points, but all our panic buttons are in mana and cost a lot of mana. So having Spirit Shield is really, really dangerous. That's quite a disappointing elf, actually. I was really hoping we'd find some sort of Aralek. We ended up with the only item that I've ended up picking up is just the Book of Geomancy, I think, and a couple of Phantom Mirrors. Do we get gold at least? Okay, so we did. Let's go get the Book of Base. And we can get some Summon Mana Vipers going. I guess, except for that very first battle when we first went into the End Vault, it actually wasn't too bad. What are we looking for? Book of Beasts. Cool. Let's memorize Summon Mana Viper. It's at 10% to fail, and it's yellow. I think I might go a little bit more summonings. It's at 10. Well, Hexes is at 11, so okay, I guess we take summoning to 11 as well. That should probably be fine. I'll see. I'll take it to 11. Maybe I'll go spellcasting after that if we still need a little bit more of a boost to it. Alright, time to go into depths. Our main worry about depths is that it's quite open. So we don't want to get stuck in the open, surrounded by a whole bunch of things that we can't run from. We have very good resistances except for Aralek, so we're also going to be watching out for Spark Wasps. Luckily they're vulnerable to poison, and we have Ogrebs, so we can kill them pretty well, so long as we don't just get blown up. That is an interesting unseen horror vault. We don't have digging, so we can't get in. And yeah, even if I memorized pass wall, they wouldn't let me walk around and pass wall in. I'd have to get LRD if I really wanted to get in. It's happening again. The flayed ghosts are a really, really serious issue for us. Is that control undead in the game? No. I think we slouch. And again. And again. Okay. Man, that looked bad. It wasn't quite as bad as it looked, but yeah, they really have been the hardest enemies for us. If I could get control undead, that would be really, really good against those guys, because you basically just charm them. I know there's the spell undead, but you actually need clear line of fire for that, as well as being relatively close. So like just then when he was at the edge of our line of sight, we can't dispel undead him from there. I don't know. Hopefully we just won't find too many more of those guys. They have been bad. He's a troll earth elementalist. He has LRD, that's it. Alright then. I'm not really that afraid of him, especially when I have this skeleton army. I'm a bit more afraid of these other guys. Maybe I should be afraid of him. Let's go a slouch. My spectral weapon again. Okay. We'll put it away and we'll slouch. And again. Good. Thank you, Che. This is what I was talking about, depths being in the open and all these things coming. Is this the one who blows walls? No, he's the one who hates the other dudes. I'd really like to step back through this this gap here, so I got a bit of a funnel, but this guy's hasted, so my one move will give him so many attacks on me. It's just not worth it. Oh boy, what an exciting start to depths. It's not what you wanna see though. I've got 11 spell levels left. I'll just learn Pass Wall. And then if I want to train it, I can. I can always Brilliance in a pinch just to lower the failure. I've got 12 of them, and then Pass Wall if it's some really sketchy situation where Pass Wall is going to save me. Alright, so we can drop our book. Glowing Shield, that's just never going to be better. Should be making skeletons. I'm being lazy. We've seen that depths has been hard already. Alright, here we go again. The amount of enemies I'm seeing, it would be nice to do Song of Slaying, but there's still quite a lot of open area around me that I haven't explored, so I'm a bit reticent to make that much noise. Whoops, I didn't mean to move forward there. Gotta be careful. I like this tile, this glaive. I only have 3 ID, so I'm curious to know what it is. Not that I would use it, but sometimes, you know, see an artifact, it looks really cool. You just want to know. If I had a lot of ID, I would have done it. We don't need more acid. I'm going to turn those off in my auto pickup. I haven't even used the one that we have very much. Dodging to 10. I wonder if I should stop training that. I've got 17 EV, I guess not. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I feel like when I started training dodging again recently, I had a lot less than that. I do have 28 dex, so I'm gonna get... Ooh, shops. I'm gonna get pretty good dodging out of it. We might get Aralek here. That amulet has a regen. Considering the amulet I have is magic regen, which is pretty horrible, that might be worth. Maybe there's reflection in here. No. Okay. Well, HP regen I'd much rather have than magic regen. It is that one. I didn't get it. Oh, I didn't have the gold for it. Oh, okay, never mind. We'll have to wait. So I'll mark it for auto pickup then. How's my summon mana vibe? It's at 8%. Yeah, okay, so once we get summonings to 11, that should be fine. And what is it on? I don't even know. It's on B. Put it on... I don't know. C? No. D? Okay. So we've got some mana viper now. You can have 2 at once. I just wanted to do it to show you. Oh no, I can't all grabs. I'm an idiot. Although they resistant to poison, will it let me Ogrebs? Yeah, it will. Okay, apparently they don't care. But the main thing that they're really good for is they see invis, so they're a very good summon against invis monsters when most others don't. Spire notably doesn't see invis, but also because of their anti-magic bite, they're really good against things like liches or even orbs of fire. Because once they actually get on top of those monsters and start anti-magic biting them, it will really cut down their spellcasting. Fire Dragon. He is resistant to poison. Yep. So I guess we'll shoot a bolt. Same for this guy. Really wish I could find some translocation skills or spells. There is definitely no blink, right? Yeah. We have 7 scrollers of blinking. That's kind of like knowing the spell, I guess. Oops. Also, I have 7 magic mapping. Okay. So that leaves me 5 for what's that place called? For Zot, and then another 2 for my last 2 depths 4s. So I can map depths 4 and 5. I really like the tile for dragon zombies. This one up here. The Iron Dragon zombie. I think that's a really cool tile. Failed our regen. Why? Why do you do this? Ooh, I think I have enough gold. No, I don't. I need about 70 more. Oh dear. Should not do that. Just, you cannot afford to get cocky and just start tabbing at things as Che. You're gonna die. I need regen up. This situation's getting out of hand. Are there really this many fire giants? Dragons? It looks like it. I thought maybe there's a Rakshasa here somewhere that's copying them. Alright, this looks like a good slouch time. Just kill everything on screen. Okay, that's looking a lot better now. This is exactly what I was talking about when I was saying you can get stuck in the open in depths like this, surrounded by a lot of monsters. Here we go again. This is round, I don't know, 4 of this battle, maybe. There was another demon trident somewhere in there. Didn't see what it was though. It's just enchanted. Okay, it's not branded in any way. Alright, here we go again. Why don't I just make some mana vipers to just help me out? Tried its best. We're still going. And still going. It feels like we're playing Quaz right now. The number of enemies who are just running at us from every direction. Well, we're still going. And there's a caustic strike. I have resist corrosion. It's probably worth just putting on in place of the protection from magic just while I'm fighting that guy. And is he poison resistant? No. So I can give him an Ogrebs. Okay. Well, thankfully with our army, and once we start constricting him, we have a lot of damage. I'm really glad I didn't have him at the same time as this Rakshasa, because I couldn't think of too many worse monsters to have a whole lot of than Caustic Strikes. I'd really like to rest. Thank you, game. That's got to be a shapeshifter. Never got to find out though. We're still going. Okay, good. The brain came to me. I was a bit worried that if the brain just sat back and started summoning whole hordes of monsters, could have got out of hand very quickly. What have we got? I don't know. We're just trying to pick up some random buckler. Don't think we need a runed buckler. And it's still happening. And still. Right, this looks like it's got to be a pan entrance vault. Turn off summonings. 11 is fine. We're at 7% on Summon Mana Viper. And I'm going to check this hatch. Fine. You never know. On your orb run, that could be the most direct path out. It's especially important to know when you're a Naga Che who's gonna struggle to run from anything on the orb run. Let's do a Mana Viper. And again, they're very good against the Liches. You see here, the two Mana Vipers together caused how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4 times the Lich's magic to leak into the air. It's 10 potions of heal wounds. That's so many. We got recharging. Okay, I want enslavement, and I want the clouds. Maybe I'll even remember to use the Wand of Clouds. Okay. I can't really do much to this guy. He's not our poison though. The dragons are so inconsistent. The acid one is our poison, but the storm dragon is not. Okay, so we have no Aralek. We also have no way to lightning spy him. But if he gets in melee with us, then we're fine. This floor is still going apparently. Oh dear. Yeah, the no Aralek hurts. And also just tabbing again when you shouldn't. I say it all the time, but then I keep doing it. You cannot tab towards monsters. It's just too sketchy. This is the perfect time to Song of Slang when you're in a hallway like this against a whole bunch of monsters. Alright, and we're done. Can we get... Yeah, okay, we can get the Amulet of Regen. Here are the spark wasps we were talking about. Not really, it was actually a shapeshifter. Whereas these ones are our poison, right? Yeah. The cold and the fire ones are our poison. The elect one is not. More int. The skin feels tougher. We're up to 50 AC. That's a lot of AC. In case you didn't already know. It's really Elec that poses the biggest danger to us, I'd say. that one. And we'll drop magic regen along with the random buckler we have for some reason. Probably also don't need this extra ring of protection from fire, and I need to put my magic back on instead of arc corrosion. Whoops. I put that on for the what are they called? Caustic Strike, and then just forgot. But we have 2 points of RF. I can't see us ever needing 3. With this much AC, we should have no problem with Orbs of Fire. It's something that people don't really realize, but even elemental damage such as fire attacks or cold attacks check your AC. So even just having a lot of AC helps you against Orbs of Fire. I mean, you still want to have as much RF as possible, but if you have a lot of AC, then probably just 1 point of RF is going to be more than enough. Where am I going? Depths. But in saying that, if you're really unlucky, you can roll 1 AC rolls, all the same. Come on. What's my spy doing? Maybe I can't even see them. This is the never-ending floor. Depths 2. Just keeps going and going and going. Okay, fine. We'll get the bolts. Fine. How many bolts do we have? 1,727. I think that's probably sufficient. Okay, it's depths 4 and 5 that we're mapping, not 3. I really want to make sure that the brain dies, seeing as it's the brains of the operation. This looks like a very good time to step back into this hallway so we can fight these things one at a time. And also Song of Slay looks pretty good here. Not great that there's a ice dragon behind me, but I guess I can always spire. Yeah, I want to kill him. He's behind me. Alright, we're at Slay plus 8. Yeah. Now that we've got the Slay plus 9 going, should have no trouble. Demon Trident and Flaming. I think I'm happy with Venom. Alright, and this is also plus 9. I mean, it's probably not. Plus 1, yeah. If it was really highly enchanted, like plus 9, then maybe we could also use it on our poison things like liches. The odds of that being just a... Oh, there's a Zot trap there. Jesus. The odds of just finding a plus 9 Demon Trident around seem pretty low. Is he resistant to Elec? Okay. He's going to summon demons. Because of where he is though, fortunately, we can kind of sneak up to him on the side rather than having to just run across the open here. I don't know what's in here, but oh, there's a bazaar. Okay, this was never announced, so it's an untimed one. I don't have to go in. There's probably not much point going in right now because I only have 42 gold. But it's worth remembering. Maybe if we get a whole bunch of gold in the future, we can come back. They won't time out. Unlike the ones that when you enter a level and it says you hear a tolling of a bell, those ones are timed. These ones will just stay. You can leave the floor as well, it's no big deal. This is an interesting Trog transporter where when you go in here there are going to be a bunch of really dangerous enemies that are all going to get zerked. So I put it to you that most of the time you don't want to go in there. Let's get some Mana Vipers with us. Good. Ooh, I shouldn't have stepped forward there. I'd really like to go back to get my Mana Viper on top of the Lich, but I also don't want to just randomly take multiple Crystal Spears while I do it. Huh. Why is there a Draconian Annihilator here? I suddenly thought that I was somehow in Depths 5 and this is my Zot entrance vault. Because I got the stone walls and then the Draconians. Maybe my game's bugged. Are we gonna find Zot here? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, see, can you imagine Berserk Juggernauts? This is another pen entrance. Dodging to 11. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna be happy to keep training dodging forever. We got a rune door. Let's just not. Wow, that's certainly the downstairs you want to experience. Well, I'm gonna be mapping this floor anyway, so I'd like to, because we see one stair here. I'd like to know if the other stair isn't just around this corner. So no matter what we come down to, we're going to be facing this. Is it? It is. Well, I guess this is a pretty good time for slouch. And again. And again. Okay. Oh my. What floor is this insanity? Alright, we're going to read a immolation scroll. And now we're going to slouch again. You ready? Here come the fireworks. Yes. And again. And again. Sick. Immolation. Why are you so awesome? You make everything so much more fun. And I could just go up in here. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So the combination there of chase, slouch, and immolation made for a pretty good solution to what was otherwise a very sketchy looking ambush fort. I'm going to regen before I go back down. And these guys are quite high level because it's gold dragon, and storm dragon. They won't follow me upstairs, so I think I'll just go up. I'll get rid of the N, and I'll just pick another stair. I mean, I've got 51 AC. I'm probably being a bit overly cautious here, but it doesn't hurt us. Yeah. See, there's a Titan. Pick a new stair again. First, let's test this hatch, though. Yeah. I want to go to the stair that's at the top and first away from the Titan. The other one. Good, and regen first. My spire does nothing to him. He's immune to elec. He has lightning bolt, I have no elec, and he has airstrike. So he serves as a pretty rough enemy for us to deal with. I'll just bring him upstairs. Okay, wasn't too bad. Like everything else, once we get them in melee range, we seem to do just fine with how absurd our melee damage is on this character. This looks like a pretty interesting floor as well. I don't know. Not looking forward to this one. Yeah, definitely looks like a vault. I see stone walls. I'm gonna stick to the outside. Let's get this might. We have 11 might potions. Ooh. That was a spark wasp. Poison them again? Okay, fine. Yeah, this is a lot of dudes. I keep regenning every time it runs out. We got... Yep, we got our favorite monster again. The Flayed Ghost. We don't have Step from Time mana in case it starts going bad. I could teleport here, but it's a relatively unexplored level. All I've seen is this little top part. So I could be landing anywhere down here. I could be landing anywhere inside this vault. There are a lot of bad things that could happen if I teleport. What I think I'd rather do is I have 7 scrolls of blinking. I think I'd rather just blink back, and then we could even blink again, but if I can just go back to this hallway up here, that's going to restrict my line of sight and allow me to fight the monsters one at a time, I'll probably be fine. Let's do that. Okay. Right, yep, this is much better. The main thing I was worried about there is really just the whatchamacallit guy. Flayed Ghost. Whereas if he's out of the picture, then I'm really not too worried. I want to keep regen up. I wonder if he just forgot about me. Maybe. It's good and bad. I wish he would have come so I could have just killed him here. Whereas we're probably now going to find him again. Yeah, so there he is. This time I have a lot more mana. If I step, okay, I thought maybe he wouldn't see me there, but I forgot that when I move 1 tile, he's going to move about 5. But it's okay, he never flayed me. He got mercy. Ruined Cloak. Okay, it's just +1. I think having repel missiles is a lot better. Is deflect missiles somewhere? No. This looks like a sort of an elect themed thing. With a slouch, that will probably kill the Spriggan Air Mage and the Spark Wasp. Yeah, it did. Because they're both fast enemies. Okay, well apparently it didn't, but nearly did. Get the regen going. Whoops, gotta be really careful not to tab into things. Okay, it's not as bad as it first looked. It's getting worse. Okay. Oh, that's Menace. But just before we deal with Menace, I was going to say, these Spriggans, once I constrict them, they're pretty much just goners, because their whole thing is that they're fairly low HP, but they're hard to hit. But they can't dodge constriction. What do we do against Menace? I don't know. We have the silence spell. One tactic I like against Menace is to silence him, because if you silence him, he can't silence you. Show him his boss, am I right? No, that's not a good tactic. I don't know, and this one's getting kind of long, so I think I might stop this one here so I can have a think about it, and we'll deal with Menace in the next one. See you later.